Formula translation was high-level programming language invented by John Backus for IBM in 1954 and released commercially in 1947. Fortran is still used today for programming scientific and mathematical applications.
It was very informal, so that, for example, when I thought that we should try to make this Fortran system, I simply wrote a letter to my boss at the time, Cuthbert Hurd, and suggested that we do that, and he said, fine, we'll do it.
Before starting the explanation of Fortran language, it may be helpful to view how computer is instructed. A computer system requires both hardware and software. The hardware consists of all the equipments. The software includes programs of instruction which direct the operations of the computer equipment. A hardware computer system, as shown in this picture, has input unit and a central processing unit and output units. It also has external storage devices such as magnetic disk or magnetic tape units. In a typical processing job, data comes from input unit into a central processing unit where computation and other processing is performed. After the processing, the results are sent to the output device or secondary storage device to be held for later output or further processing. There are three kinds of softwares: application softwares, compilers, and operating systems. Application programs. This kind of programs which direct the processing for an application of computers, such as calculating a rate of return for a proposed project. Compilers. Programs which prepare machine language instructions from instruction which is a high-level language such as Fortran. Operating system. A set of routines which direct the messages, the operations of the computer. There is a reason why the Fortran was developed. At that time, only language was the assembler, but it was too slow for serious number crunching programs. So to overcome from this, Fortran was developed. Fortran was the first high-level language, one in which programmer did not have to directly deal with assembler or machine code. It was designed to express scientific and mathematical formulas, and it is still used in that area. Machine language. Instruction is represented as string or binary digit called bit, which identify the operations to be performed and the data. High-level language is oriented to problem solution processing procedures rather than to the machine-level instruction to a particular computer. The instruction statements use words, phrases, and symbols that are similar to those commonly used to describe solution or processing procedures. The two most common high-level languages are Fortran and COBOL. Fortran is the best suit for formula-type mathematical problems. Fortran has several versions: Fortran 1, Fortran 2, 3, 4, and Fortran 66, Fortran 77, Fortran 90. Most of the early languages were machine dependent, but after they developed machine independent languages. Fortran supports for several features that are helpful for the programmers. It helps to initialize, to do the initializations, create variables, loop and labels, and conditional statements. There are two types of statements in Fortran. One is declarative and other one is imperative. Declarative statements are responsible for allocating memory, bind a name, and initialize.